Good to see you again. This video contains practice exercises and discussions or demonstrations on the practice exercises found in our modules. Specifically, we are going to talk now about the first lesson of unit number 4. This lesson is concerned on the absolute value of a number, or specifically the absolute value of any real numbers. If we talk about absolute value of a number, it simply talks about how far or what is the distance of that real number from the centermost value of the real number line, the only non-negative, non-positive number, 0. So to determine the absolute value of a number, we can actually create real number lines representing its distance. Let me take you to an example or three different items here to solve that will actually on the denotation part of the absolute value of a number first, which is on the construction of the real number line. Sharing to you right now is the prepared activity in our module. So we have these three numbers here. Um, we are asked to determine how far is each of this number from 0. Again, this is just the opening idea or concept that will help us later on determine the more abstract form of absolute value of a number. But these three numbers here, three items here, differs from one to another. Number one, we just simply ask about how far is -8 from 0. But in numbers 2 and 3, we are tasked to determine the how far is the result of the different numbers here when operated in a specific operation. Let's look at number one first. So we are tasked to illustrate them in a real number line. So real number line. In short, we are tasked here to make real number lines for each item. So let us make a real number line first for number one. Again, the real number line extends on both sides. The right side is towards the positive infinity. The left side is towards negative infinity. And the middlemost value is 0. So we are now tasked to determine how far is -8 from 0. Take note that we can actually recreate a real number line in such a way that we could just simply use the multiples. Okay? We could do that, okay, if you want to. But for an illustration of -8, how far is -8 from 0? Let us try to pick the multiples of 1. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, that's 6, 7, 8, 9. As for the second or the negative side, -1, -2, -3. Sorry for that. -4, -5, -6, -7, -8. So we are now tasked to determine how far is -8 from 0. In short, we are taking about how many movements does it need for -8 to reach a 0. So we are going to jump or create steps. So simply from -8 to 0, we pass -7. That's 1. You have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We jump 8 whole steps. Definitely, this is the answer to the question, how far is -8 from 0? So how far is -8 from 0? Is 8. Take note that when we talk about how far, in short, we are looking about at the distance of a number from 0. There's no negative distance, even if the given value for a real number is -8. Because when you take a distance, you don't necessarily take negative distance. You don't necessarily say, I jog -5 kilometers a day, or the distance from my house to the school is -20 kilometers. Or let's also look at height as an example of a distance from the distance from the ground to your head. or the uppermost portion of your head. You cannot say, I am negative 5 feet tall. There's no negative distances. Okay? Even if you are going to take about um, the um, the sea level, or they call not the sea level, the how far is the submarine from uh, the the sea level? Okay? You don't. Yes, you say it. We are negative 5 kilometers below sea level. But if you talk about distance, you could just simply say we are 5 kilometers below sea level. This means negative. A distance is always positive. There's no negative distance. So even if the given is a negative number, when you look at how far is that number from zero, you take the positive movement of it. That is the main foundation of the absolute value of a number. We'll have some examples in the next video, but let's continue first on number two and number three. So in number two and number three, you might be tempted to say, I will try to create a real number line here. Yes, of course, you will be tasked to create a real number line that extends to both infinities. And you might say, I will create a multiples of 11, 16, multiples of 2 until 16. And you will say 2, 4, 6, 8 until 16. And then the other side's still also. But of course, you're not asking about how far is 16 from 0 or how far is negative 11 from 0. We are asked to determine how far is the sum of negative 11 and 16 from 0. So first, let us take the sum of negative 11 and 16. So negative 11 plus 16. Whatever the result is, that is actually the value that we are looking for. And where that is actually the value where we need to look for the distance for. So negative 11 plus 16, you simply go to the concept of operations of integers. If you are still struggling with the concept of operations of integers, you can check the other videos concerned primarily on addition of integers. But here, the answer for this is not negative 27. Again, you could check the previous videos because we have cleared some misconceptions there. The answer for this is positive 5. So instead of placing a scale in your real number line that will reach 16 and then the other side negative 16 probably, you can just simply look at the range to 5 because that is the sum of negative 11 and 16. So for our real number line, you can just simply say 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, not 16. On the other side, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and I have negative, sorry for that, negative 5. Okay. And then we ask about how far is the sum. In short, how far is 5 from 0? So from here, you jump 1 through 3, 4, 5. You jump 5 whole steps. So the answer to the question for number 2, how far is the sum of negative 11 and 16 from 0? 5. The answer is 5. 5 whole steps. Number 3. Number 3, still on the real number line. Okay. Why do we always go back to the real number line when we talk about absolute value of a number? Do you know why? Okay, I'm going to tell you why. When we reach absolute value expressions, there might be some expressions that are too hard to comprehend, or it will just confuse you on what to do. If you reach that kind of confusion, you need to always remember that there is one important concept that could actually solve absolute value of a number, and that is the distance on the real number line. So in case that you will reach or encounter a problem in solving absolute value expressions, you can always go back to the real number line. But let's look at number three. Number three, so it's not about 6, it's not about negative 2. So do not be confused about your scaling here, but it should be product, the product of negative 2 and 6. So negative 2 times 6, multiplication of numbers, two numbers with different signs will yield negative 2 times 6, negative 12. So instead of having a real number line until 6, on the other side, probably negative 6, we need until 12. So again, you could use what happened to number 1 to determine use multiples of 1, but just to uh, create a, recreate a real number line, we could actually use here by a 3. 3, 6, 9, 12. You could also use by 2, by 4, by 6 if you want. Negative 3, negative 6, negative 9, and negative 12. Okay. Before we continue, there is one very big misconception that you may do here. Yes, we started with multiples of 3. And when you count, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4. My answer, sir, is 4. So the distance or how far is the product of negative 2 and 6, which is negative 12 from 0, is 4. Do not do that. Yes, it needs 4 steps, but you use multiples of 3. Yeah, that is now where the possible misconception may come in if you will use scaling. If you will use scaling, please consider the scales that you have been using. So again, from negative 12 to 0, you jump 1, 2, 3, 4. You jump 4 steps. But how many holes are being passed by each step? From here, you use multiples of 3, multiples of 3, multiples of 3, or multiples of 3. So you actually jump 4 multiples of 3s. So it's not similar to number 1 that you simply counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In number 3, you will count 3 for per jump. 3, another jump, 3, 3. In short, 3, 6, 9, 12. So how far is the product of negative 2 and 6, which is negative 12? From 0, the answer is 12. Okay. So this is the other downside when you are going to use different scaling. But if you would do that, always remember the scale that you've been using. If you're not comfortable with that, you go back to an example with number 1, wherein you use multiples of 1 so that you could determine the proper distance. This is actually the basis of the absolute value of a number. This will open up how do we solve absolute value of a number later on. So you may use this video as you prepare for the next practice exercise, because in the next practice exercise, it will be more abstract. It will just give you an expression, absolute value expression, and it will not anymore tell you if to make a real number line. But it doesn't tell us that we cannot make a real number line. You can still make your real number line as part of your technique in solving the absolute value of a number. Hopefully, you have learned something. Please continue to research or review the absolute value of number using the real number line. Goodbye. See you.